Hello, Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs, and cross watchers. This is your tarot reading for the week ahead whenever you're finding this. If you're watching along as I post because you're subscribed, this is for the week of January 20th through the 26th, 2025. So I just want to remind you guys that my free ebook is still available. And this is a tarot guide that you can download to your phone or tablet or anything. And it'll give you the card meanings, both upright and in reverse, and in different readings as well, such as love readings, career, personal readings, etc. So go get that, link down below. Okay, Cancer, let's see. We have the Queen of Swords coming out as your first card. There is a deep sense of organization and goal acquisition, charging forward into the future because you have a strong amount of mental clarity. It feels like Aquarius season is beginning this week, obviously, and I don't know why. Usually, like air seasons, they're not necessarily supposed to be like the most harmonious for water signs, but there's something about this new energy that's coming in that just makes you feel very mentally clear when it comes to like the direction you're supposed to be taking in life, and it just feels like you're making plans, you're organizing things, you're getting very settled. There's something here about organizing your belongings as well, establishing yourself physically, and just being in this mentally clear space, charging forward. So, and you know, the reason why I always say like cleaning and being organized physically, it's just so tied heavily when it comes to your mental clarity as well. If your house is a mess, you're not going to feel mentally clear. So I am seeing simultaneously like getting things established physically, being organized, and also having that clarity of mind and getting very specifically organized, like literally having a plan for yourself. Some of you guys may be writing out your plan for February this week. You may be just, I don't know, in the state of mind of like, okay, here's what needs to get done. I call this CEO energy because you're looking at your life broadly and you're like, here's what I need to do. Here's what I'm doing that's working. Here's what I'm doing that's not working. And here's the adjustments that I will make. Here's when I'm going to make it, you know, being in that sort of managerial energy for yourself and your life. We have the Eight of Pentacles right next to that, which shows that actually being in this state of mind is leading to more growth for you, okay? Eight of Pentacles, it's a busy week for you, lots of work, okay? So some of you may be working overtime or just have a lot of things that you're balancing all together. There's a sense of repetition here. If I just keep, it's like you in these previous weeks and months, you've made some changes to the system of your life, to the foundation of your life and how things work, whether that be your business, whether that be your schedule. You've made some adjustments. And now it's just a matter of, if I keep doing this and working on this in this pattern, in this way, it will grow. It will expand from here. It's like you created the system that will perfectly grow for you rapidly. And I'm seeing a sense of repetition is really strong for you at this time. Some of you guys may be training for a certain goal. You may be every day practicing something or learning something to achieve a certain goal, and it is rapidly expanding who you are and your talents, gifts, and abilities. It feels like your personal capability as a human being. You are finding rhythms and routines that rapidly expands that, okay? So there's rapid transformation taking place for you, lots of busyness, lots to do, and being in this state of mind of like, I am in the present moment and I'm just gonna get these things done. I'm not gonna focus on what I don't have and what's not working. I'm just gonna focus on what I can do, and it works. You know, that method works for you. We have the Ace of Swords. Oh my gosh. Fresh new start. There is a gift that has come in or will come in from the universe that makes it feel like you are embarking on a completely new path, new energy, new stories are ready to be told. I feel like there was some sort of gift or blessing that came in that allowed you to finalize an old story that you were telling, okay? Whether you pay off a certain debt or you release a certain person or habit, there's a sense of freshness, clarity of mind, a new beginning. It feels like there's so much space, so much air for you to fill with new stories, new chapters, new things. I don't know how to describe it. It's just an energy. So it'll physically manifest completely differently for everyone watching. Listen to your intuition and see what pops up in your mind when I say these things, because that's most likely how it will manifest. But aces are phenomenal to get in weekly readings because it just shows an overall clarity, a new energy that's extremely exciting. We have the moon coming out in reverse right underneath that Queen of Swords. So yeah, you're just in the beginning stages of a really big new chapter. And for some of you, that may feel overwhelming at times. There may be times in your life where you take a look at all of the things that you need to do. Your goal may seem very far away and you may be asking yourself, how am I ever going to reach that? A good example of this may be like if you just start learning a language and you're working hard just to understand very basic words, like how am I ever going to get to a point where I am fluent? But it's like if you just keep repeating and repeating and repeating that process, that feeling, pushing yourself further, pushing yourself further, pushing yourself further, you will reach that goal. And I feel like that's the wisdom of the Eight of Pentacles in the first place. It's like doing something over and over and over again, pushing yourself further each time, seeing how much farther you can go will eventually bring you exactly to where you're wanting to go. But it can feel overwhelming if you take a sneak peek too far into the future. Like it's hard for you to comprehend and believe how you can possibly get to that place for yourself. And maybe sometimes the path that leads you there doesn't even seem clear to you at all. Like you don't know how you're going to achieve something big and beautiful. And that's why it's so important to remain in the present moment. Once you set your goal, your aim, where you want to go, then you need to stay in the present moment. Well, what can I do today that will bring me closer to that goal? And just keep focusing on that and waking up every morning doing a little something to bring you forward. And that's all you can do. So if you find yourself getting overwhelmed by the amount of things that you need to get done, breathe deeply for a moment. Like take a pause in your day for a minute and just meditate for a bit and visualize that fear just being released from you and finding your way back to center, back to this present moment, and just focusing on what you can do in the present moment. Because maybe you have a whole list of projects you need to complete, ideas in your head, things that you need to learn. And it's just like hard for you. It can feel overwhelming, the amount of things that you're going to face in the future, but it's like you don't need to carry those right now. You'll be much freer and clear of mind if you just let that go. We have the Three of Wands in reverse. Very beautiful. This to me shows that like you're ready to book a certain trip or experience a certain completion, like a goal being fulfilled. Having the Three of Wands come out right next to the Moon card in reverse, it's like you're finally ready to experience this goal. But like this is definitely a week of working hard. I don't know how else to explain it. It's a week where I would be practicing, I would be learning, I would be working overtime, studying, whatever you need to do to reach your ambitions. I would be doing it extra this week because the energies really support it and are aligned with it. And the final card out is the Star in reverse. Yeah. See, especially with the Moon in reverse, you may be doubting and not believing in yourself when it comes to manifesting something. Let me tell you something. A difficult concept to sort of grasp is the power of belief. Okay. Let me tell you, like, I really did not believe in myself. Like that I would be successful in the times in my business that I really increased my prices. I believed that it would take me months or years to attract just one customer, one client who would be paying the prices that I was told to charge from spirit. I was like, there's no way anybody's going to pay for this. There's no way that anybody's going to pay me a livable wage for what I do, because my perspective in life was so different from, I feel like a lot of people, growing up with financial trauma. It was hard for me to believe that some people enjoy spending money, that some people get good feelings from paying an artisan, small business person, etc., what they're worth, etc. Like I couldn't fathom that. I couldn't believe in it. But all I did was trust the information that I was reading from business experts and listening to from spirit itself. I just trusted what they were saying. I'm like, okay, I'm going to take this leap of faith. I'm just going to trust that what you're saying is okay. And I increased my prices at various points in my business. You know, I did not have the belief within me that it would be successful. And it still manifested in my favor. You know, so you don't always necessarily need to fully believe all of the time, 100% of the time, that you know, you're going to be successful or your dream is going to completely come to fruition, or even that something better will come into fruition. But what you do need to believe in is your own intuition, your own intuitive nudges, messages from spirit, and messages from any teacher of yours that has been there and done that and is telling you, like, this is what works. You know, having belief in that and having like a trust fall into the universe, into spirit's arms, and saying, okay, I hear what you're saying to me. I'm just going to trust that this is all going to work out, even though I don't personally believe. That is still having belief, you know, even if it's not directly belief in yourself, it's belief in the universe. And you are the universe. So very indirectly, it is you believing in yourself by believing in spirit. This is so convoluted, but you know, it makes sense. It's like you've established a plan for yourself, and even if you have doubts that it's going to work, you're just trusting the plan. You're just trusting that it will eventually make sense if you keep going and you keep, you know, making it happen. For example, when you're learning that language, you're going to have severe doubts in the beginning that you're ever going to get to a point of fluency because it's a long road ahead. But it's like if you have a system that works and is proven to work for many, many people, and you keep at it, like you just have to have trust in that system, not necessarily yourself, but just what you're doing and the present day actions you're taking. So yeah, I don't know how to describe it. It just feels like a week where you're sort of trust falling into the plan that you created for yourself and the methods in which you are working, and trusting the method itself will lead to growth, whatever that means. And this could, again, look different for all of you. Maybe some of you are on a certain dieting or workout plan. Maybe others of you have created a business plan for yourself and you're just trying to have faith in that plan that it'll all work out. Whatever is going on in your life, you are just going with what you have planned when you were in that CEO energy, when you were channeling in divine information, and you're just trusting that and getting into worker mode, busy bee mode, and following that plan and trusting that it'll work out. Okay, thank you guys so much for joining me. Definitely watch for your sun, moon, rising, and Venus signs to get the fullest overview of this month ahead. Like this video, comment how it resonated down below, and subscribe if you have not already. If you want a personal reading with me one-on-one, the link to that is always in the description box, spiritpsychic.org. I also offer my intention oils there, shamanic life coaching sessions there, as well as my online tarot reading course, so check it out. Bye-bye.